Hey, this is Matt from InvestiQuant. Today is Monday, June 21, 2021. Today we saw the markets gap up, and after a quick test lower off the open, buyers stepped in aggressively, and we have been trendy the majority of the day. We've been consolidating a little bit here at the highs, kind of flag-like patterns taking place here, but we opened near the lower portion of the range. We're closing up near the highs. We've taken out Friday's highs and are consolidating as we approach the close of the session. So we're going to look at this type of price action and see what it has led to historically as we approach the close this afternoon. We're going to be looking at it in all four instruments. We're going to use a time-based entry that will get long at 3 p.m. Eastern for this test. The exit will be set to the end of the regular trading hours session, which is 4:15 p.m. Eastern time. Now, this morning we gapped up, so I'm going to go ahead and add that to the test. I'm going to go to the gap direction. I'm going to click on gap up here from the opening filters library. And then next, I'm going to describe the price action that we have seen so far. So we have opened at the bottom portion of the range. We've pushed up to the top portion of the range, and we're trading above the prior session high of day. So those are the three key pieces of information that we're going to be adding. So to do that, I'm going to go to open versus intraday range, and I'm going to say the open is in the bottom 25% of the intraday range. I just hit equals next to that to add it to the test, and that means the open of the regular trading hour session is in the bottom 25% of the range as of the time of entry, which I've got set to 3 p.m. So that would still need to be true at 3 p.m., which it will be. And then the intraday close, which is referencing the price at the time of entry, which again, 3 p.m., I'm going to say that is in the top 25% of the intraday range. This will have to wait until 3 p.m. to know that for sure. And then lastly, I'm going to say it is trading above the prior session high of day. So if we're in the top 25% of the intraday range, that means it will be above the prior session high of day. So I'm going to add that by coming over to the intraday close versus daily levels and click on above prior close right there. We've got that added. This concludes all of the price action that I wanted. Now I'm going to put it in a similar market environment. So Friday closed below a 10-day simple moving average, but above a 200-day simple moving average. So I just added both of those quickly there. Now I can hit view results. And here we go. These are the results based upon entering the market long at 3 p.m. Eastern time and exiting at the close of regular trading hours, which is 4:15 p.m. Eastern time. When you gap up and then you have a directional up day from there. As of 3 p.m., you are trading above the prior session high of day. You're trading in the top 25% of the intraday range, and that open is in the bottom 25% of the intraday range. This is taking place in a market environment where the prior close was below a 10 but above a 200-day simple moving average. So this pattern has lots of samples for us to look at here. We've got 156 samples here in the S&P. We've got 147 in the NASDAQ, 135 in the Dow, 134 in the Russell. And if we look at the win rates on them, they're hanging a little bit on the downside here. So we've got S&P 41%, NASDAQ 44%, Dow 41%, and Russell the only one above 50 at 53%. So three of the four a little bit weaker here. And if we look at the average win and average losses are larger here on all four. So for the S&P, you've got a larger average loss, as is the NASDAQ, the Dow, and the Russell. So stats here say that historically speaking, this pattern has been a little bit weaker into the close once this pattern has developed as of, say, 3 p.m. Eastern time. If you look at the equity curves here, you really notice it there in the NASDAQ. But recently, it's been quite a bit weaker. You can see that the stats below are weak as well. For the S&P, this pattern has taken place 10 times over the last year, and all 10 of them have ended up closing below that 3 p.m. price. Let's look at the NASDAQ. NASDAQ's got 17 samples. That's got basically a 30% win rate. So on that one, the Dow, 8 samples here in the past year. Yeah, that one's weak as well. And then the Russell, the 8 samples, 25% win rate over the past year. But you can kind of see it's been a little bit weaker here in recent years as well. So hopefully you found that helpful. Good luck the rest of the day, and we will see you next time.